All right, so should be working. We are continuing on with this. You know, again, we have at this point are pretty decently past the divergence point in this actual route. However, this is where it kind of gets interesting, and that's where we're at currently. You know, and again, we do have our save from earlier. We escaped, right? Managed to call Julia, all of that. So now it's a question of what next, Again, really the last thing we need to keep our eye out for is again that engagement ring, because that does diverge the ending even further. But other than that, again, it's just a question of what are we really doing, right? I was gonna say, because now we can actually walk everywhere. So, talisman. That probably belonged to the cultist. So, yeah, we can actually I was gonna say we can actually do everything now. I was gonna say, what's in here? Damn, I was gonna say, bitch, you 9 and 10. There's a book, bitch, 9 and 10. So is that hello? Okay, I guess she's waiting outside. So 9 and 10. Is this stuff so okay, she's in the bathroom. 9 and 10. Is this am I stupid? Oh, it's only 3 digits. Carl said, damn, ID. I mean, to be fair, dude, this guy needs to quit fucking tobacco. I was gonna say she seems to have kind of fallen off with the demon, which I think, in reality is like the biggest issue, right? Paranormal entities, yeah, but I guess, damn, I was gonna say fucking, yeah, I was gonna say damn, fucking bring, when do, oh, yeah, I was gonna say I wouldn't, open that fridge if I were you. Yeah, dumbass, bitch. Actually. Hello, bitch, teleportation? What the fuck? Damn, I was gonna say actually hey, good for Julia though. Good for Julia, right? Actually, unironically, I think the last opportunity for them to actually work was again before the quarantine, and it obviously didn't turn out that way. So good for Julia, honestly. Good for Jane and Julia. I mean, yeah, I was gonna say that's literally kind of how it's been this whole time. Bitch, I was gonna say, I was gonna say it just kills her. Bro, I was gonna say, dude, come on, man. Your priorities are out of line, you know. Does this guy want? Oh, all right. So is this the complex we came from or what? Or was it, is there like a side door in? Nope. Guess we're just waiting for a boss. How the fuck is she gonna find us? Yeah, sure. I was gonna say, why would we not read this? Yeah, let's see, and again, I think, what we're gonna see is him realize what he had. Damn, all right. What the fuck? Hold on. I was gonna say, bitch, I was Ashley wrote this? What the hell? And again, so honestly, I'm not gonna lie, this is the exact opposite of what I was expecting. But again, basically, it's what would you call it? It's self-fulfillment, right? Spending all that time with Ashley, that's what he ended up becoming, right? So, and yeah, I mean, it's like, because you can say whatever, right? But like, obviously, what she was saying, and the point being, like, he just doesn't mean any of it. Let's see, Ron Hell. He's like, damn. Bitch, I was saying, no, you didn't. Who the fuck is this dude? Friend B, literally have no idea who this guy is. He's like, I'm gonna be honest, damn, what the fuck? Why are you showing us to this? I was gonna say, good for him. Why are you here? Like, hello? You good? What the fuck is going on? Dude, like, I'll be like, what the fuck? Like, hey, I mean, hey, that's a real front. I'm not even gonna lie. Low key, he was kind of just showing off, but like that's a real front. Like, obviously he doesn't know how just horrible of a person Andrew is, right? But like, he just sees him on hard times. He's like, hey, bro, take this. Don't worry about paying me back. Like, good on him. Also, can we like actually, so can we actually enter the mall at this point? So, what do you mean return? St Dude, stupid ass question. What do you mean? Doing shit. Like, oh my God. Yeah, it's like that's it. He's like, I'm my ways. You just wouldn't get it. I mean, to be fair, he already has a tobacco problem, you know. Dude, I was gonna say this guy, dude, all his money, booze and tobacco. Like, you smoke, all right, yeah. I was gonna say smoking indoors, dude, at least open a window. Like, also I was gonna say, to be fair, he's literally chained up. Like, so, I've never heard of that term. There's no way that's a fucking thing. What, dude? There's no. Hold on. What is this shotgun smoke? All right, it's thinking of a fucking. There's no fucking way that's dude. You gotta be kidding me. This is like you really gotta be a different type of fucking nicotine fucking like fiend like to be like doing this bullshit. Like what the hell is this? Dies. He's like, damn, I can drink now, Bro, can we please dude, we get it. We get it. We get it. We've by the time you're in chapter 3, right? We played through the entirety of chapter 2. So we already get, that scene. We already see what's going on. Like I was gonna say, we really don't need to keep hammering this home. Like, we can fucking let's get to the point here. Like, bro, dude, there's just no fucking way. You got to be kidding me. You know, damn, he's like ugly, like fucking. Damn, what the fuck? I was gonna say, you know, bitch. I was gonna say, dude, dumbass. Like you're at this point. Like low key, actually, kind of like for the first time in like eternity, I'll agree with her. Like you're already at this fucking point. Like you're not like making you're not a morally upstanding citizen. Like this isn't something where you're like, oh, this is where I draw the line. Like dog, like yeah, he's like, damn, that's crazy. So, dude, we're actually in. So, hello. Also, I was gonna say, did we ever actually leave? Okay, why the fuck would you even say that? So, and this is all the same. I mean, we already got whatever. Damn, I was gonna say, what the fuck the hell am I doing? Hey, I was gonna say, dude, at least you got a fucking meal, spaghetti. Like, what the hell? Actual food. Like, got her ass. I'm not even gonna lie. Like, low key. Like, damn, what the fuck? Yo, we good? Hey, bitch, I can't see shit. You know, damn, what the fuck? I was gonna say, like, what the hell? He's like, you're past your prime. Like, what the fuck? Like, what is he talking about? Yeah, kind of crazy. Like, dude, kind of crazy dialogue right now. You know, dog, dude, please lock the fuck in, bro. Actually, lock the fuck in. Oh, we're done for. It's over, dude. Lock the fucking. Get to the fuck. Oh, rip, GG's, bro. Lock the fucking. Lock in, please lock in. Also, I was gonna say, dog, bro, should probably bring that fucking pot to the room. You're 100% gonna just like puke it all up. Damn, he locked in. He gained clarity for like 1 fucking second. You know, Dude, Ashley actually making a good point, like actually coming up with the game plan when he's sober. Like, all right, where are we going with this? We good? Yeah, I was gonna say he must feel like dog shit, you know. There's no way he doesn't feel like absolute dog shit. There's how damn, he actually remembers this shit, you know. What's dude, really? Dead ass? Like, also, what hold on. Oh, all right, you know, I was gonna say because maybe there's something else. Well, terminating the rental agreement should theoretically be the last. So, because I feel like we have to find whatever. Yeah, I feel like at 100% at some point we're gonna get that engagement ring while we're here. Like I don't know. Ah, there's no. Oh my God. All right, I'm not gonna lie. That's actually hilarious. Dude got caught. That is insane. I'm not even gonna lie. That's low key fucking. That's actually hilarious. Oh shit. The age old telltale sign, right? So the fuck is that? He beats the fuck out of her. Bitch, there. Yo, we good? We're gonna beat the absolute piss out of her. You know, damn, actually, dead ass. Brother, what is fucking going on in this game? Oh shit. We literally just beat the absolute piss. Oh my god. Hey, to be fair, it's been long. We've been waiting for this moment for long enough, right? It only took literally the whole game for Andrew to beat the ever loving piss out of her. Also, we didn't get that second option. So I was gonna say, like, we never got the ring. Who the fuck knows where that is, right? But we'll see, you know. Hey, I was gonna say, like, actually decent mentality, Damn, I actually just literally beat the living piss out of her, you know. Bro, what the fuck is it? What, dude? You committed at this point, you might as well finish her off. Bro, literally just dude. How did their character evolution end it just like a typical like dysfunctional marriage? Is that like the evolution? That's literally their character evolution. Like literally their character evolution, you know. Brother, you gotta be kidding me with this. I'm not gonna lie, I was not expecting the game. I'm not like thinking we would actually literally just all right, what the fuck is going on? And I guess we're getting dreams because now we are a Tarso ourselves, right? But yeah, I was gonna say, not think like you just beat the ever loving like low key, that was the solution that could have been implemented from the very start, but it just took them this long. Oh Jesus. So what are we? Hello? Oh, what are we supposed to do here? Oh yeah, because the sunflower seeds are obviously Julia. Right? I mean, granted, I'm not gonna lie, game with Julia is not an option at this point. Like, let's be real here. It's unfortunately, right? All right, what just appeared? Oh, I think now we grab the water, and water these, right? Dog, this game ain't making me feel bad. Let's be dude, this game is not gonna make me feel bad for Ashley. Like, let's just be 100% honest here. Like, hey, we've got Carl. Let's dump this dude out. Is this a fucking Among Us? Dead ass? Literal. Is this like relevant at all? Hello? We wake up. All right, so we waking up in the morning, you know. Yo, we good? Oh my God. We really doing this shit, dog, brother. Please. God, brother. Oh my God. Crazy dude. There's no way this is about to happen. dog, that ass, like, we really doing this shit, bro? Like, you gotta be kidding me. Come on, man. Oh my God. Dude, like, this is ridiculous. We really doing this? So but the funny thing though is, right? Because the vision on the other route, obviously it's still of them, fucking literally, each other, right? But this is just a completely different route and it still happens, you know. That ass, do we really need the fucking, visual? He's like, damn, time to beat the fuck out of her. Dude, really? I was gonna say we really need this fucking like shit on the ground. D- Damn, I was gonna say, did we really need to steal this? Before we fucking talk to her. So damn, I was gonna damn, so we never actually got. I was gonna say we have having those cookies. Damn, got his ass. What the hell? Bro, I was gonna say that the biggest reveal of all that. But I mean, honestly, that would be like a horrible. Damn, he's like, all right, I'm gonna beat. He's like, all right, time to finish this off once and for all. What the fuck are these two talking about? Dead ass, we're doing this. Hello? So say that is this how this ends? So and again, this is so where the fuck would we even find this engagement ring? So you gotta be kidding me. So where the fuck is this? Because we can't leave. So I'm actually like low key. You know what? Just fucking end it. End the game. So is this it? All right, kind of crazy. All right, actually create. You gotta be kidding. Damn, why the fuck is that dude so fat? Oh god, dude, what the hell is this? Is actually fucking crazy. Like dead ass. Like, dude, actually an insane scene. Like, dude, imagine me in one of those fucking kids. So here's the is. So are you waiting for a retry? Bitch, I want to. So, all right. Because here's the thing I can go on Steam, right? Go. So, right now, there's still one ending, right? So, shots and such ending. Again, and I can go on the see Cole. Let's see. So, yeah, go on T Cole Decay endings. again, we know that this like other ending, so keep the engagement ring. So where the fuck is this? Like, I'm genuinely curious. Like, where is this? It's the engagement ring isn't even a fucking item on the wiki. So that's why I'm like, is this made up? Like, I feel like it has to be made up. Like this like engagement ring, like I feel like it has to be made up because it's not on the wiki at all, right? So who the fuck knows, you know? Yeah, engagement ring location. Engagement again, it's just like Steam Community Guide, episode 2 walkthrough. So let's go with discussions. Main announcement, bro. I was gonna say, bitch, possible happy ending. What the fuck are you talking about? Oh shit. The time capsule. All right, so yeah, that's why I'm like, hold on. Guides. So guides. So where did I how to get all the endings? So wait, so some puzzles, you know. Oh, fucking they fucked. All right. So it was just a tassel. So all endings. So this is the one I use, right? So because this is where again, so you can see. So this and again, so then picked Andrew, you know, gun. Wait, what? Hold on. Chooses between gun. Where is the fucking ring? Like, dude, that's why I'm like, where is this fucking ring at? Like, where do you find this stupid fucking ring? Like, yeah, what's the bitch? All right, this guy found it. Oh, bitch, I actually. What do you mean? What is the fucking ring? Like, I'm actually like, where? So here. Yeah, what is the fucking ring? That's why I'm like, I've been looking for that this whole fucking time, and it's like not fucking anywhere to be found. Like, I feel like that has to be achievements something. Like, that has to be somewhere. Because there's no way I'm not the only one who is like dealing with this, right? So, day one guide. Okay. So, oh my God. So the most disturbing. All right, well, bitch, just tell me how to get the goddamn ending. So you'll need to make multiple choices, bro. Just tell me. Step one, Hitman. Shoot. All right, so and again, I still find it ridiculous. So Olive Branch and fuck that. Pick one. You know. So this is just simply getting into chapter 3, right? So this is simply getting into chapter 3, right? So, and again, we choose this gas station. So, stomach issues and first aid nerves. Funny enough, I think, wait, choose first. I was going to say, funny enough, we literally did choose this one. We chose first aid nerves, right? Wedding. I was going to say, you got, oh my God. So that's you. Oh, ho, ho. Oh my God. I need to. That's where it was. So I need to go back and verify that. So also, so when, oh my God. So it's like before even this. So how far back is that? Because this point from here, we already ended up. So this is, I guess, just right after that. So it's before even this. Oh my God. So where is this? Okay, so I think, hold on. God damn, I'm really abusing all. I just so wait. I think it's no. I think it's even before. Oh my God, dude. Why is it this fucking early? Because I was gonna say I think it's even before that. Hold on. Am I stupid? Because this, you just take the paths that lead to, because that one, oh my God, this is like so goddamn early. I think this is here. I'm not gonna lie. This is so, oh my God. And we're really fucking doing this. Like, we're really doing this for just one ending. I think if I speed run it, it should do. I just want to verify that. So where I was gonna say, so yeah, it's way the fuck back here. Like, oh my God, it's so fucking early in this. So how do we, because I guess every time before, so for here we gotta go here, right? And I guess because I always go this way every time. So how do we, is there actually a way to like, if we, so how do we actually go up there? So if I push this one more to the left, the problem is this can't get pushed to the left. This has to get pushed down. Yeah, this has to get pushed down. Let me save here because I'm probably gonna fuck up this puzzle. At least, oh my God, we have where it is though, right? So, oh my God, and I just realized this one is probably on the, so I, oh my God, this one's probably on the wrong one too. All right. Let me just make so, because again, I'm pretty sure I do need to. So I don't, I think don't, okay, no, I'm stupid. Because I thought I needed to go, Edgar Natalie forever, you know. Yeah, I was gonna say like, oh, this, so, because here's the problem. So I'm thinking realist. I think I would literally need to go all the way back to which, where was that choice? Was that here? Because I would need to go back and choose shoot, right? So that is here. Oh my God. So here's the thing, right? So this is the thing, right? And this is what I'm gonna say. So do I really want to replay through literally the entire game for one ending? I'm gonna be honest, I don't really think so. What I think I think I'm literally just gonna pull up the ending. Let me just pull up the ending right now. So if I think honestly I should not be like, and to be fair, this is kind of what I expected. I'm just gonna pull up this ending and watch it, you know. T. Cole shots and such ending. How long is it? You know, chapter 3. All right, this dude did it and it's 40 minutes. So all endings. Yeah. So I just want to, do they only, oh my God, I was gonna say like, so they don't have solely the, you know, what would you call it? They literally just don't have the ending. All right. So that's fine. Should I just do all endings? So, all right. I might just choose, let's go to all endings. Full, all right. Well, I don't want full playthrough. I just want all endings, right? So just decode all endings, right? So, all kisses and hugs. Jesus Christ. I was gonna say all kisses and hugs, and that shit's like 10 minutes. So Okay, so what I'm gonna say, so shout out to this dude who got it, and it's a 10-minute video. So I'm literally just about to rip off this dude. So is this literally the entire ending? Oh my God. So, bitch, this is a 10-minute long ending. All right, shout out to this dude. I'll subscribe to him and like the video. So, because I'm not gonna lie. All right, because here's the thing. And I think so if you choose whatever drop it, you still get the same ending. But the problem being, and again, I wasn't gonna replay through literally the whole game for this. So, all right, yeah. So I mean, because if you damn, this guy's actually reading the shit, good for him. I was wondering what we do with that. Oh, okay, he just so damn, he's like, damn, I got a choice to make here. I'm not gonna lie, low key kind of crazy. You know. Oh yeah. Also, let me turn this shit off in the background so like, it's not actually like just destroying. So so it comes to this, right? So it's still this scene, but obviously leads into a different ending. So yeah, because also I was gonna say, so it's already after this point, but I think, because isn't this supposed to be the canon ending? I'm still taking the story one to be like simply because it's like, that's the one that's continuing on in Burial, like that's just what makes sense. Damn this. I was gonna say this dude's actually reading the dialogue, low key kind of crazy. Alcoholic Andrew though, like Jesus, you know. Still just beats the ever loving piss out of her, you know. Yeah, so this is still all the same, right? He's like poor choice of words. Actually, literally just beats the piss out of her. Like that's kind of crazy. I was gonna say like that actually ended up. Damn, what the hell is he talking about? He's just yapping at this point. Like he's like, damn, I'm done with life, low key. Like, bitch, no, fuck them. What the hell? So this is different. This conversation is different. We didn't have this. So, all right, damn. I was gonna say it takes. Yeah, so they're actually rather than just killing themselves, they're actually just moving on. Oh, is he actually a choice here? All right, what the fuck? So I guess they're just not. I was gonna say they're not doing it immediately this go around. Damn, like, damn. Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, their literal character evolution is just a dysfunctional marriage. Like, so I guess I mean, honestly, it's probably worse that they're fucking alive than like just simply being dead. So like, I guess rather than just immediately kill themselves. So you actually get a choice in terms of what like, oh, you're kidding me. So it's the ring, you know. Damn, the two fucking literal soulmates. Like, you know, yeah, you broke the fucking bottle. Like, oh damn, shit, you actually move? All right, so and again, that's why I'm like, well, no, I was gonna say Ashley probably should not fucking walk outside like that, you know. But he's like, you know, he's like, you gotta be kidding me, brother. Like, Carl Koltzman, you know, damn. But I was gonna say like, yeah, you know, freaking just working for the demons, you know. Sometime later, bitch, how long? I was gonna say, bro, dude, how fucking long has it been? The steakhouse, steaks and steaks, bitch. How long has it been? I was gonna say, you know, new ass apartment, you know, but like, you know, how long is it? Like, literally, also crazy setup, by the way, you know. So, I mean, it's like a studio, but like, damn, what the fuck? All right, I was gonna say, what the hell is going on? What is going on? All right. This is still kind of a crazy apartment setup, you know. He's like, damn, gotta teach her a lesson. Soup, you're what? You still using the remains of Carl? Damn it. All right, whatever, you know. Damn, that's crazy, you know. Well, is she here? I was gonna say, she here or what? Like, what's going on? Hey, good. At least he took all, you know, the furniture, not wasting anything. Ashley here, you know. Hey, watch it. Yeah, watch some TV. You know, dude. Why, dude? They didn't even fucking try, dude. I was gonna say, literally did not even try. His ass was not even on the fucking like couch. Like, what did she throw at him? How did she cover her bruises? You know, what thing, dude? What is she about to wear, brother? What ridiculous shit are we about to see? She's literally about to just walk out butt ass naked or some shit, right? Like, what was about to? Goddamn, chill the fuck out. Like, he's like, did you just raise your voice at me? Is that a pregnancy test? Damn, right. I was gonna say, not. I don't even want to say pregnancy, but just probably fucking you know, freaking STDs. You know, bro, dude, that baby's dude. This is literally like all those fucking memes. You know, with like the baby's gonna come out like fucking demented because you know they're inbred, right? Jesus, you know. They're just gonna probably just chuck that shit out there. Hey, just sell it off for stem cells, you know. The freaking Habsburg dynasty here, you know. It's like, yeah, that shit, you know, I was gonna say we ain't fucking, you know, keeping that shit. Like, bro, you're not married. Like, I was gonna say, like, you know, hello, hello? I can't see shit. What's going on? Hello? What's happening? You know? Yeah, I was gonna say, dude, their character evolution was literally just a fucking like disgruntled like marriage. Like, you know, but hey, literally they're perfect for each other. I was gonna say like so damn, that's the ending, right? So that's the ending, right? And let me so hold on. Let's end this screen share. Stop the share for now, right? Let me just verify. So T Cole D I can't even spell. T Cole DK endings. I just want to verify that that's that, right? Before I like actually like again, I'm gonna be honest, I wasn't playing through literally the whole game again just for that. So, you know, again, so main endings, Decay cliffhanger again. So let's actually go through this, right? So let's really kind of go through this. So we got the cliffhanger. This was actually funny enough, literally, or well, this was the again. This I'm presuming is like the canon or whatever, because it leads into a part that's unfinished, right? So Leyley again, this was the very first one we got. The win that we did, and we just killed her. So this one was the one we got next, right? Again, this is, the again, right? So, you know, again, right? I'm gonna be honest, I was not gonna play through literally the entire game, right? So yeah, so damn at random. So I guess, if he chooses the R2, he just kills her, right? So yeah, that's that, right? Same, wait, oh, that's burial. I was gonna say, questionable. So Decay, the happy ending, right? So yeah, they die. Graves and Graves, we got this. Warden wins, we got that. We got this one. We got this one. This one's basically this, right? So what's the real ending? Decay would be the cliffhanger. The bear, but bitch, with these people getting early access to Burial, that's not out yet. I don't know what fucking, also, I wouldn't say they're sane. Apparently, there is a sane ending, but again, that comes from the other. And seemingly, again, I do think Barry will probably expand on this, but again, overall, so again, I'm gonna be honest. I just was not gonna replay through like literally the entire game to get that. So I just committed to watching it. So yeah, I mean, I just wasn't gonna do that. Like that'd be just like three or four other parts. Again, shout out to the guy who actually got it. Granted, the one thing I hate is because I literally looked up engagement ring location and there was like no fucking. I really had to go in there. Like, whatever. Again, I was like, I'm not taking this game super serious anyway. I'll make a black screen video. Actually, you know what? Yeah, it's 54. And actually, what better way than actually like, I was gonna say like, being on the main screen of it, right? So this is what we're gonna do. I'm not gonna do a black screen. This is gonna be like, I guess this is gonna be kind of like so here's what I'll say. For specifically chapter 3 Decay, right? Again, I've already talked about everything so far. I've talked about whether they could have turned out normal, which funny, and it's funny because all the videos I made were before we explored because there's really two paths to Decay, right? The cliffhanger path, which we initially explored in seemingly the canon uh, side. And that's where I made all my videos from. I do find this other side of Decay pretty interesting, right? And the reason being, so again, in my one major critique of the game is you have again, like I still find it crazy that like again, the minor choices such as shooting the guard once versus all times is like the most important choice in the entire game. And there's like zero indicator, and same thing for whether or not you shoot Andrew. And the Andy Andrew one was obviously one that mattered, but like again, it's something to where it's like at least some indicator that choice mattered, right? And but as for that actual side of the game, it's funny because it's like, obviously the cliffhanger really delves into like their past, right? And again, that's what I really liked about this chapter, and that specifically you got again, like you saw how they ended up the way they did. And then obviously the other side of it, which I guess, is that side, right? You get just kind of the fucked up piece, right? Where either they do a double suicide or, literal just dysfunctional marriage, right? And they literally have a demented baby, It's like all those memes, right? But again, it's like, and yeah, there's literally that's what I was gonna say because like obviously because like and dude, this is why it's crazy because people were coping so hard in episode two. Because here's the thing, because you got like two camps of people. You got the people who are like, oh yeah, dude, the game's just incest bait, and you got people who are like, oh, actually, it's a literary masterpiece. Like for me, it's like, dude, like I think it's very obvious that there's like like that's part of it, even if like obviously, because most people like normal sane people like don't like incest, right? Like let's be real here, ignoring all the gooner bait like that Japan like puts out with like anime and cartoons or whatever, ignoring all the goon bait that comes from there, you know, most people are saying like that, right? So it's like, but I feel like the reason why this game fucking rose to prominence was literally solely because of that. Like, I cannot emphasize that enough. But granted, again, but I will say the people who do like shit on the game, like they get way too deep into it. Like, like at that point, they're just getting like rage baited. But again, people like are trying to act as if the game's like a masterpiece, but it's like, it honestly pre-chapter or like I don't want to say masterpiece, but like that the game's like super deep, like whatnot, and definitely pre-chapter three it wasn't. Like it really wasn't. However, I really do like that chapter three did expand on their past right through flashbacks and all of that right, and I do think we played through the other side of it right. I'm not gonna lie, if I played through this side of the game first, because again, there's really two sides to Decay. I don't know if I would have liked it as much, but because we played through that piece first, and again, we're doing this one after or later, right? I think it worked out, and again, it is like because we'll go back and see once Burial comes out, like the conclusion and kind of a wrap up to that. And it is like again, this is what part is this actually part 15? I was gonna say perfect part to end it on. Again, I just wasn't gonna replay through literally the entire game again. So this literally is part 15. That's perfect. So we're gonna end this here, right? And I think it's a question of what am I gonna record next? I'm thinking probably just Frontiers, like I planned, because I think the order I had was this Frontiers. Chances are I'll record the second part of that Civ game I started next. But, it's that Frontiers and then getting back into Reborn, right? Again, I really just wanted to wrap this up and nip this in the bud. And again, because the reality being I'm probably not going to play Frontiers unless I record it. So I'd rather just wrap that up. Again, like I said, Reborn, the biggest thing was we beat Samson. So anything else can kind of wait for that. We can take a little break from the game. But yeah, I think that's going to be the order. And honestly, I'll put the Civ game on hold. I think I just get into Frontiers, right? Because I do want to actually, again, I wanted to finish this simply because I knew that if I didn't, I'd just get spoiler. Because I'm gonna be honest, I did not know. I did know that because obviously the ending is very implicated. I did know that he was gonna develop like a drinking problem, right? Again, like it's literally in the name of the ending. I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, then having because yeah, I was gonna say like this is like it's literally the fulfillment of those stupid fucking memes you see of those two, right? But anyway, I think this is it. This is really all that there is to. I'm curious what Burial is going to come out. I don't even know if they have it. I think what I do though is because I think what I'm going to do is finish off Decay. So finish off that cliffhanger, and then I'm going to go back and explore the R side, right? Which we have. We have it like, where is it? Is it this file? I guess, I don't know. We'll see. We have it somewhere. Actually, theoretically, we should just be able to continue off. Who knows? I'll figure it out. Honestly, we may, well, I don't want to say replay through the entire game, right? So what's crazy is, yeah, chapter three in and of itself is just way longer than chapter one and two combined. So, but who knows, right? With that, don't really have much else to say. So, yep, that's it for this one. See you in the next one.